Cryptocurrency is changing the way we look at cities. The cities of the future are going to look dramatically different from the cities of today. And just the same as the cities are going to undergo a dramatic shift, so too will the hotels of tomorrow will essentially look completely different from the hotels of today. And I think Innovasis Hotels is essentially right at the center where they need to be when it comes to the future of blockchain and how it essentially is going to be collaborating in a big way with vacationers, and essentially how these various different things come together for that really technology literate side of this developing age. I'm really surprised not many people are actually talking about this. There is a strong community that's been paying very close attention to the developments of blockchain hotels, but ultimately, I would really expect to be seeing a larger amount of people, flocking to this, and certainly we're going to be seeing more and more people who are going to be paying attention to this because cryptocurrency is essentially taking over. We're at the beginning of a paradigm shift that's essentially going to send shockwaves through all levels of society, and essentially the people who understand the significance of this are really going to be it really brings me back to that old age, basically buy the rumor, sell the news sort of philosophy when it comes to these things, because it's so early in the game when it comes to cryptocurrency and blockchain technology that this will be a household name within a short span of time when you take into consideration how much has happened up until this point and what's going to be happening in the future. I'm very excited about the future for blockchain hotels. And one word that's on my mind when I look at cryptocurrencies and I think of all the potential that blockchain brings to the table is innovation. What are the most innovative, revolutionary things that are happening involving cryptocurrencies that we can really take advantage of? And I've been looking into Innovasis Hotels, and really after doing a lot of research, it seems as if blockchain hotels is really going to it's going to disrupt the hotel space just as much as it's going to disrupt every other space. And as we continue to move forward, it's very interesting to see how cryptocurrency is really bringing us 90 miles an hour towards the future in a very exciting way. And of course, we're looking at these various different things. It looks as if we're watching a clip from 2022 or something like that. The future is coming very fast, and this is really interesting look at what the future has to hold. When you think about how many things are subject to have a complete and total shift because of the competition that's put in place due to blockchain, due to overall the various different things that are made possible through cryptocurrency, paying attention to the fact that the old hotels, the way that we imagine them up until this point, they're really coming to an end. We're coming to a brand new paradigm shift when it comes to the way that we imagine our hotels, and it's basically a perfect marriage between cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, and hotels, and it's in the form of Innovasis Hotels is really leading this at the forefront. We see that there is a ton of potential for blockchain to dramatically disrupt the hotel industry, and right now this is very it's an interesting project to say the least, because it's taking into consideration so many of these different variables and really listening to the consumer when it comes to these different things as they've developed up till this point. I would say this is a pretty ambitious look at the future of vacation, and essentially when you go to a hotel, what's the worst thing? When they're not up to date with technology, when they don't have Wi-Fi, when they don't have all these different things going for it that we consider to be just day-to-day commodities that we've essentially grown and loved. And really looking at these different things as they've developed, Innovasis is really leading the forefront in a big way, especially when you look at the different locations in Hawaii. Who doesn't want to go to Hawaii? When you get down to it, it's going to be the technologies that are actually finding a way to revolutionize a space that's already in need to basically have the upper hand of the available technology. And the hotel space is really up next when you take into consideration the fact that technology has really changed so many different levels of society. Look at retail. We see all these different retail outlets going out of business, these old behemoths of corporations finding their decline because they simply cannot keep up to date with the internet and what's made possible by the internet. And sad to say, that's really what we're seeing happening and what's in the future for hotels. These crappy hotels that you remember, this is sort of this is a dying breed, just the same way that Sears is coming to an end. This sort of it's a shifting paradigm, and this is disgusting. These old hotels that we see that really don't compare to the future. Now, really, the future of cryptocurrency and the future of hotels definitely does have a significant place that goes hand in hand. I was actually watching this video right here that was talking about the potential for blockchain to really change the entire landscape when it comes to hotels due to just so many different variables that are really shifting alongside the potential that's made possible by these different things. And of course, Innovasis Hotels is one of the ones that I've really been paying close attention to. It's really, if you compare, this is a blockchain hotel, of course, and you really compare a blockchain hotel to a normal hotel, and it's really no question. We're really witnessing a dramatic shift in the expectations that people have for these various different things, and the fact that Innovasis Hotels has been positioning themselves in this way, I think it's really going to be playing a big part as things continue to move forward.